Hello everyone, welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Al Jazeera reports that two activists from a Gaza-bound humanitarian flotilla, Spanish national Saif Abu Keshek and Brazilian Thiago Avila, remain detained by Israel days after their convoy was intercepted in international waters near Greece. While 173 other activists were released, Abu Keshek and Avila are still held and have reportedly been on a hunger strike, though they continue to drink water. Both men, according to human rights organizations that visited them, allege they were subjected to torture and harsh treatment by Israeli military forces. Abu Keshek described being hand-tied, blindfolded, and forced face down, resulting in bruising. Avila reported extreme brutality, including being dragged face down and beaten until he twice lost consciousness. Spain's Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has publicly demanded Abu Keshek's release, denouncing his unlawful detention. Turkey's foreign ministry has condemned Israel's actions as an act of piracy. An Israeli court has approved a 2-day extension of their detention for questioning, a decision that the Global Sumud Flotilla organization deems a serious violation of international law, calling for global accountability and their immediate release. NBC News reports that police in eastern Austria have detained a 39-year-old suspect concerning rat poison discovered in HP baby food jars across Central European supermarket shelves. The company, HPP, which had already initiated a recall of its baby food products in Austria, Slovakia, and the Czech Republic last month, expressed great relief following the arrest. Authorities launched an investigation after a tampered jar was purchased in Eisenstadt on April 18th. 5 poison jars were successfully intercepted before any could be consumed. The tampering is believed to have targeted 190-gram carrot and potato baby food jars for 5-month-olds, sold primarily at Spar supermarkets in Austria. HPP confirmed that the recall was a precautionary measure, emphasizing that the products left their facility in perfect condition, and revealed they had been a victim of extortion, having alerted police after receiving a blackmailer's message. A high-ranking Russian politician, Denis Butsaev, has reportedly fled the country to the United States after being sacked from his post as Deputy Minister of Natural Resources on April 26th. This marks the first known instance of a Vladimir Putin cabinet member successfully escaping Russia. Butsaev, 49, is said to have dodged Putin's security service and made his way to the U.S. via Belarus and Georgia, amidst a significant investigation into top-level corruption within the Kremlin. His motives for seeking refuge in the U.S. remain unclear. The article also notes a broader trend of Russians fleeing the country to avoid compulsory military service for the ongoing war in Ukraine. UK-based activist Ksenia Maximova is actively helping many Russians escape the country to avoid being sent to the front lines. This news comes from Metro Cabinets God Nunger.co.uk. Daily Express reports a recent drone strike near the Russian-controlled Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in southeastern Ukraine, igniting fears of a potential Chernobyl 2 disaster. Russia claimed a Ukrainian drone landed dangerously close to the facility, an area of continuous concern since its seizure by Russian forces in March 2022. Both sides have consistently blamed each other for attacks in the vicinity. The International Atomic Energy Agency, IAEA, confirmed that a drone targeted the plant's External Radiation Control Laboratory, ECRL, located outside the main perimeter. While no injuries were reported, the IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi stressed that any attacks near nuclear facilities pose serious safety risks and must cease. An IAEA team on site is currently working to assess any damage to the monitoring facility. This incident follows a similar drone strike in February 2025 at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, which damaged its protective confinement structure. Upaya reports that 2 U.S. Army soldiers were declared missing in Morocco on Sunday morning by the United States Africa Command, ASAP EAS Pri, after P, one hide out the ports like the N Joping Bad, the second bag gastry, and now number, says one time accordities he T. 4, ex-wife. Their disappearance is unrelated to the military exercise itself, with reports suggesting they may have fallen off a cliff into the ocean during a hike. Coordinated search and rescue operations involving ground, air, and maritime assets from the U.S., Morocco, and other African Lion participants were immediately launched and are currently ongoing. The incident remains under investigation. African Lion is an annual joint military exercise involving the U.S., NATO allies, and African partner nations. This year, hosting 5,000 participants from 40 countries from April 27th to May 8th. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.